Or, the funny unintended consequences is that it actually impacts ISIS deportation. ISIS started ending up deportation in the tail end of 5 years because they were denied access to asylum and state border seekers. They take them to sleep, they take them to custody, analyze high school and go around the country. As a byproduct of dropping numbers, ISIS numbers are dropping dead. Putting more pressure on ICE to bring up aggressive, causing some of those lower numbers that get a lot of attention.
John, as always, thank you. John Sandwick, balanced approach on immigration. Now take a look at this.
If we want peace to endure, Ukraine must have a seat at the table.
World leaders urging Ukraine to be part of any of the peace talks. U.S. and Russia today meeting again on how to end the war. This meeting this week, as today does mark the third anniversary. 3 years since Russia's invasion. We'll break it down and talk about what could be next, including a major sacrifice from the world leader. We'll come back to the world station now.
Views from all Americans.
If you're frustrated with occasional or gaps, your body's giving you signs. It's time to try a line probiotic.
Thank you, old school Dave.
Don't believe your occasional gas. When you feel the signs, it's time to try a line.
Simply windshield chips.
They try to say that I don't look the part for a rapper, but I think I do. They also say I can't spit, like my voice is not good enough, I'm guessing. But you could get no new raps at all, so quit your bitching. None of these other celebrities have been rapping to you in a while because they don't got any talent to show off. Like, they always steal my lyrics, so the most recent person to steal my lyrics is Nicki Minaj. And it's really disappointing because I gave it my all just to hear her stupid ass voice saying my lyrics on the internet. Thanks, Doggoven.
Yes, it does. Yeah, it does. A clinical study of Kind Science users, 94% had less visible lines and wrinkles. That's so great because it's a great product. So I'm also going to give some gifts. The brush that you love so much. So the brush, the Radiance Oil, which is a really great product, and free shipping. There's $200 worth of products for $49.95. This whole thing is under $50. Yes, $49.95. That's amazing. Really, I know. 60-day money back guarantee, you guys.
This degeneracy won't last forever.
No, I don't want to do reverse cowgirl with you. Fucking freak. Basically, they're hating on me. Every day, it seems. Really, they need to be paying me for me to say these things. If I don't hear him cheering, if I don't hear him nearing, I might go queer in a bit. For a deer in the field, the little white tails, I just want to go and nail their butthole. I'm stuck in a mold of average badgers They say I'm lagging faster. Soon they'll have nothing to gather. But these free samples are ample. Bam, into the goal. They leave me in shambles. They want to cram a hoe. With antlers. Blow right through them. Hey, Steve, still kicking records? Hi, Wild Wombat. They say I'm fleeking, but really I'm shrieking these lyrics to the deep men. 'Cause they know I'm heatin' every time I beat them. Never creeping, 'cause I keep everything real decent. Sarah's digging my styles. See you later, Copenhagen Cowboy. Sorry I couldn't satisfy you. Amanda Bynes, hi. I haven't seen you in so long. Ooh. You saw that about to happen? I got these glasses from Temu. I'm on a live right now, so I'm talking to all my fans. Sarah's in the kitchen. She's itching for a biscuit. That shit is so delicious. It must be a glitch if she's very smitten. 'Cause she'd rather be independent. She shows it in the conditions that she lives in. Hey, Erica.
Did you do what I said?
Yeah. Damn, I'm dizzy in the hizzy. They're getting pissy. 'Cause they don't want to listen to me. But I'm real smooth with the glizzy. so they better not hit me. They say I'm a whiz at this, and I must agree. They're putting in my new mattress tomorrow after they spray for bugs because we had a bed bug infestation and we had to throw out my mattress for that reason, as I was saying. You probably remember me saying that, but for anyone that doesn't know, I'm getting my new mattress tomorrow. What's up, Andrew Garrow? I haven't heard from you in years. Andrew Garrow lives in Ohio with me. We used to be pretty good pals. But his mom called the cops on me once, so I never went back. Always trying to say I'm going crazy. So many boys that liked me, their families hated me. Always trying to take me to the mental hospital and call the cops on me. Glad those days are over. They were mad that I stayed over. I was glad that I caved in and ran towards the store clerk. I bought a bag of Lay's and smoldered in my anger. It lasted like a craze.
Okay, yeah.
Then I told her
Oh, do I have any pair of my paliperidone?
that he bought a case
You went
of
outside?
Coors Burr.
Oh, you gave me 2 trazodone. And you gave me 2 trazodone. It's a paliperidone.
I'm not a meth head. What the fuck? Where do you get these ideas of me from? It's so rude. Pretty sure I never did meth. Like, I want to look like one of those people. Hope I was one with you. I've been too busy trying to make it. My mom pays my cell phone bill. That's how I know she loves me. Because other than that, she wants nothing to do with me.
You want your pop?
We're going into the danger zone, so rage the babe home. The flames will get going. They'll tase us by morning. I'm afraid of the flow within. I'll bathe in gold if I make it to the olden days with my dang coat with a zipper. My language froze like my drip. We'll do the tango and do some flips. If you can hang though, you can come in my whip. And we'll drive to Asia or Rome or Paris. I don't give a fuck, Andrew Girl. You're a fucking weirdo. I never fucking liked you. You try to move into my apartment and I wanted it on my own. You think you can just move in with whoever the fuck you want or something because you like brought all your clothes over. I never agreed to you living with me. You're fucking weird. You talk a lot of shit all the time about me and you try to hide it. And you're ugly. I want nothing to do with you. Go ahead and go, fucking piece of shit. Yeah, his mom's a fucking bitch. If we're friends, I don't expect your mom to call the cops on me just because I came over. They're all psycho on that side of the family. And it's because ever since they graduated high school, they've had no lives. If you're talking about Sam, the bald guy with the glasses, yes, we are still dating, but he like was talking to other girls behind my back and he always denies it when I ask him about it. But I saw with my own two eyes, so I'm not stupid or anything. I'm not making it up. But he wanna act like nothing happened, so there really is missing an axis in our relationship, in my opinion, because I can't expand on a liar's love. I understand he doesn't want to admit it to me because he didn't get with those girls in the long end. Like, in the long run, I mean. Obviously, they don't talk anymore, but it still hits me the wrong way. Like, that shit is rubbing me the wrong way. So, I don't know if I'll ever love again because I trusted him with my heart and he tore it apart. He doesn't give a shit or a fart. He wants to leave me at Kmart with a cart full of art supplies and other stuff that I wonder if I'll ever have enough bucks to cover it. So it sucks. And I've had enough of the tough love. I'll slap you with my glove on and leave a bruise. Then they'll rush him to the hospital, and his bills will add up way past anything he can afford. That's what's up. It's a rough life. It's a tough knife in your backside when they don't want you alive. And they hide from their pride, and they sigh 'cause they're not right. 'Cause I am on top. I won't rot so soon. I'll bloom like a gloom. Or the moon in the midnight blue. Just for a few. Then the sun will come back to rule. It's so bright and white, a sight to see with your eyes.
What's that?
I didn't get any cheese. Or is that cheese on this piece?
Yikes. I don't want to fight. But some people have so much spite. It ignites my fire in my thighs when I ride a horse into the night. 'Cause I'll probably never come back. We'll run a few laps really fast. Then I'll relax. And I packed enough to last a month. And I brought some yum yums and some Tums just in case I need to erupt. Nani, has anyone ever compared me to Shakespeare? No. He doesn't rhyme, though. I mean, maybe sometimes he does, but he's not much of a rhymer. He's more of a a playwriter, sorry. They prescribed me to Wellbutrin when I was a little girl. And I really didn't take it long enough to know the effects of it. Because I never trusted taking medicines. I never thought I needed mental help. And the only reason that I would even consider mental help at my age, which I have, is because I did hallucinogens, and you really don't know what it's like to hallucinate and lose access to reality until it's happened to you or until you initiated it. And it can be exciting and thrilling, but it's a little too much for me. So I developed anxiety because, I was floored And it seemed like I would never be myself again because it was so traumatizing. But that's acid for ya. Mushrooms just made me laugh, cry, and see things and hear funny sounds. So I don't think magic mushrooms are as bad as acid. And DMT enthralled me. I don't think DMT is as bad as acid either because it only lasts 5 minutes. Acid lasts 8 hours. It's definitely made me more creative though. Like I'm not a jaded flow. I got the gate to heaven on the road. And if I hate it, I'll just float through the ages. And then I'll vote for Plato's in Rome to get gay dome. And maybe he'll even consider it a joke. But I don't play that way. So I hope it doesn't disturb his nerves. I'm absurd, but I deserve to serve no pervs, but I will serve them curves. Unless you a jerk, then you can get off my turf. It's real rural around here, but they still work on making it good with some church. You can go to the lake and surf. It's got everything. Even flurries. Ohio. It isn't a dry zone. You can go for miles and land in a snow pile. If you fly with the crows, you won't die in a total collision. Permission to go fishing while your wife stays home and does the dishes. Your missus really needs something hip and glitz. If you leave her to die all alone at home next to the phone and it never rings, it's just one of those things that we can't bring to the surface. She feels so damn worthless. She makes a meal and she hopes you slurp it. She does deals for the Percocets. She reads the dictionary and purges it, 'cause she needs a language that her purse will sit in between while she's nerding. It should explain the ways of her better days, or it's too gay, too fake, and doesn't even give a God's sake about that flaky, forsaken delay in her waking. She needs to say that she'll never take things the wrong way, and she wants to say hey to a ray of sunshine that runs behind, 'cause she's gonna climb, and only some will find her buff behind in the right time. The rest will need to detest the sun's quest, 'cause he just tests the kids until they're a mess. Why must they start so early, before the birds are chirping? The world needs some learning, but above it all is really earning your keep, and surely you'll leap if you are burly into a heap of cures and needles. And that's really neat. But I'd rather have Burger King. Aren't you guys so excited that I'm rapping to y'all? Some say I suck, but I think you're out of luck, 'cause I'm the big bucks, giving you what's what. I know that you'll come tough, but you don't have that young, wrung out feeling in your tummy that makes you go above all of the covenants that promise you love like a drug. They'll just plug into your noggin until you're throbbing. Your heart is aloft when you broaden, tonsil flicking, flu enzymes. They'll screw you up in no time. Suffocation. Rub the nation with your gloved abrasion on your knucks from hating your husband daily. You'd rather have a muffin. It's crazy. Cleveland does rock after all. Thanks all the way absurd. You know what? I must agree with you. I'd rather have a muffin than nothing, though. That's so cute of you to say. Someone's keeping up with me. Someone's seeking the key to a beach. And it's enough for me to leech onto your luggage and feel the breeze. It's the summer, and I need to be under the sun, geekily, hitting the weed, cheering free. I'm drinking some coffee. It's got me going in the right direction, I must say. That's good. Go to town in my brown limousine, prim and proper like some disease, like an STD that you got on your fingers when you touched her pee-pee. It really makes me sickened to the T to hear about your herpes. I hope the serpent releases some skeet into your V and you have a baby. Or it at least gives you germs through your jeans. I'll hear it hurt and I'll be mean because your skirt should have remained clean. Polly Rocket, I'm in Ohio. A state of depression, it's making me get stressed within. I ache and I tremble for the sake of the essence that breaks me when I relent it. It stays with me like a bent lip. It drains me, and I kept my hip, even though it was a strange feeling, pent up in that shit. Hey, please notice me. Welcome. Do a silly song? Okay. My horns are curly 'cause I'm a girly and I'll sit in pearls and weed because I'm surely the best since breasts hit chests and digestion of ranch dressing impresses the rest because the zest from the concession stand dipping my fries with my hand in that ranch. I dare to stand and slam anyone against the van because it's better than ham and yams, and I give a damn. Soon my clam will be so wet that you can ram your meat in it, and it'll be our plan. What a man, he keeps it glam, he loves his fam, his name is Sam, and he goes wham and bam into my glands because that's where I dare to let him inside and glide into my vagina. Even though he lies, people see him fly. He should be tied to a right-winged plot so they can see he's got nothing but some soggy dick from a groggy bitch. And he's logging in quick to hear about me toggling with his dick. He'll put it in my noggin and my spit, and he will probably fit. He has a wobbly prick. It's like a bottle to these nymphs. Bye, all the way absurd. You have a good day too, and you're welcome. Oh my God, tiny weenie, make me squint. Please notice me. That was the cherry on the sundae. The marrying of one day to Larry and dumb lay. Cherry on the sundae, I'll marry you one day. You'll be Larry and I'll be a fun lay. Jerry's stealing the cheese, and Tom has come to pray. 'cause he's hilarious. And he comes when you say, I'm blaring the stereo, and you'll get a Blumpkin K. I rarely say it though, because he's got a gun and he don't play. Skull E. Duggar, I don't even know who you are. How can I go out with you? Where the hell do you live? I got my sunny shades on and I'm wandering upon a tundra in the lawn. On hump day, I'll get paid and I might buy a long Subway 'cause I'm hungry. Oh, hey, Dylan. I didn't know you were Chicken Wizard. That's a fun fact for me. I'm sorry you were sick over the weekend. I hope you feel better soon. Do the robot. Do the pro quat. Quack, quack. Why you cracking eggs in my lap? I tried to give you dap, dap. But all you do is clap, clap. Like a rat, rat. In a trap, trap. Don't give me your crap, crap. Or I'll hack, hack into your system and drag, drag money into my account. And then I'll buy a Mountain Dew. And I'll only spend a few dollars. And then you'll holler. And then I'll get soggier. 'Cause I drank my Mountain Dew. I'm more of a Jew than to spend 1,000 on some hoodies and crew cut shirts. Yin yang. I've been banging your mom because she's in the swing of things. And she likes to go ching chang when the Asians ring. My phone line talking about that I need to pay for the nails they did yesterday. Bitch, you wouldn't have let me leave if I didn't pay the price. So stop acting like a dweeb and eat your rice. You did a good deed, so I'm still alive. With all this steez, on my fingertips. It's the hype. Maybe I'll eat a Reese's and it'll look like poop got all on my fingertip sides. So I'll go and clean them. Then I'll look right. And it really bothers me when I try to type on the PC because these things are so long that I can't reach them. Might as well use my teeth and bite each key. Then I'll be real tight in the media, even though I'm white. And I try to spit with my wits, but they say I don't got it. If I don't have a mitt, I gotta catch the flip. I gotta get hip. I can't be a jip. I can't spit off rip because I always have to dip back into my noggin. I like to whip it quick. I don't want to give you lip, but you know I'm real prim and proper. More than your doctor, more than your Glockser, more than the rock and roll center in Cleveland by Lake Erie. If you knew it.
Multiple headlines tonight around Russia's war in Ukraine. President Trump hosting a key European ally over at the White House as the war now enters its fourth year as the U.S. signs today.
Dumpster fire, you sound like a complete asshole. No, these aren't crack pipe burns on my lip. Goes to show that you know how to do crack, though, because you know all about the distribution of crack and the usage of crack. And that must come from a true crackhead, because I don't even see how if you use a necessary tool to do drugs that you would burn yourself. You must have the cheap-ass version of using crack that causes damage to your lips, because this is from me picking at my lips, because I have hard skin that grows on my lips, and in order to keep it from becoming hard, I sometimes rip off layers of my lip. And yes, it looks horrible, but it's not from drug use. I don't understand how you can talk about me looking like I do drugs when I don't even know really what a person would look like when they do drugs, because I'm not around people like that. You know what people look like when they do drugs, supposedly, since you're calling me out, yet you don't participate or know anyone that does drugs. How do you know that I look like I do drugs then? Who do you know that does drugs? Do you do drugs? Hey, Rat Whisperer. I'm glad you like the horns. Fuck my life, fuck my life. I said it twice because I brought a knife. Gonna cut you down to size and then feed you to a beehive. I'm not too nice. I need the ice. You'll pay the price. And I'll wax your panty line and bleach your asshole so it's clean and people can grapple. Put anal beads up in that nasty growth. 'Cause it's so big when you wear pantyhose. That thing in them jeans, it makes me happy, bro. You think you're the king, but you're laughable. I need that bling bling, or your calves won't go. 'Cause I'll fling them back into ash and mold. Then I'll start to sing, and the cash will explode. The bell will go ding ding, and I'll mash a hoe. I got a bad feeling about my gash on my forehead. It kind of glows. And I had my arm in a sling. Road rash is a hole. Twinkie eating contest. You get fat and old. No win-win for these brash toes. Then I go wink wink, and suddenly the hash is in my stove. Hey Foop, do you like me today? Or are you trying to say I'm too ugly to be the next Nicki Minaj again? I know it wasn't because I was white that you had a problem with me being a rapper. I think it was more along the lines that I was ugly. Me, ugly. Hey! I gotta say that out loud. Foop says, the rhymes just come to me like I'm a CEO of a rhyming company. All the ladies want me. It's not even funny. Damn, and I thought you were bummy. I thought you were crummy. I thought your tummy never reached the end of its hungry. I thought you were lumpy. I thought you were plump like a bee that eats honey all day and then gets the runs in his jeans. But really, they're just bumbly. Foop, you're a fucking star. Don't let anyone tell you different. Can you go till it's sunny, or will you need to front me? You know there can only be one D that goes under the sheets for these dungarees to reach come and pleasing jungle deeds, whether they're mumbling or crumbling. I'm sure you'll mean something to these youngins. Food, but that is too good. I can go all night. I do it right. Everyone else does it wrong. I go all day long. I have the biggest dong. This is the best song. Bitch, you better hit the bong and then hit the gong so no one comes in here and gets at you wrong. Just because you play pong and you hit it real strong doesn't mean you have a magic wand. It still takes quantum theories to arrive at this prong that is higher than the rest and higher than those among gunfire and hung dicks on the lawn drying out because they haven't found a vagina spout. The laundry is drying on the line. The country is dying and sighing because they don't have the ties to do laundering and eat pies. They're not wise. They're pondering, crying over their fries, 'cause they're gone like weeds when they're trying to be alive like the greens that they're dieting on. So they're not whining along the pine trees at dawn. On Mama's Christmas wish list, she wants a palm tree as her Christmas tree. And then she'll get to business of decorating and commemorating Santa. He's not a phantom, even though he comes in the night. You let him inside and he eats milk and cookies and provides prizes so your eyes can devise mightiness and tidiness. Will provide him a quest of righteousness. He doesn't want to smell your cat's poop that soon, so get a fat clue and map out the rooms before you vacuum. Make sure you lay down some scented platoons in the carpet. It'll be marvelous. And even Darth Vader will invest his heart in the garland around your harmless tree, bringing gifts to thee. It still has leaves, and for some reason trees don't bleed, so they consider it a miserable investment, but not as bad as killing humans. They don't get drilled in units to fill up the humid Middle Eastern climate is really heated, sir, and they don't want to die in it. But they go to war and they strike a chord and they find out more than they ever planned to on the tour. They have to roar. They have to implore. They have to explore. They have to unload bullets from the tanks and spank that ass until they shank the top ranks. And their dead bodies stink. And they're all on crank to stay awake past the day that they get eliminated. And now they have a hankering for the dank. But they need the bank to give them anything that they thank them for. And their dicks shrank because they were lanky and naked without blankies. They're yanking chains and putting people off the plank into the sea. Why couldn't we just let those people be? Jeez. Like we really have say over someone else's day. I think it's really gay. We should leave those men alone. They attend the chrome to bend and break their domes. Then they put hemp in a cone and inhale and wail on the phone. 'Cause they can't rail or moan when they're being impaled with stones. Because the Iraqis didn't come prepared, only with their bones. And it's rare to clone one of those bears in the tome. But they glare so hard that they start to roam and tear. At the foam. Okay, I'm seriously done. I'm getting pissed off because I ran myself into a rut and got stuck and didn't want to get up, except for maybe two rough at your plucking fingers on the guitar. Pluck the strings on the guitar with your wings. It's such a thing. And your truck will sing and bump on the side it says Minglau. Have you guys ever seen the Ming truck? It says MING on the side of a semi truck. And I constantly see it around here. Hey, Demon Mama. Hey, George Giggler. What size feet do I have? 6 in women's. I wear a 6 in women's. That's enough to lick my digits and frisk me like a minion and whisk me up with billions and make a mix of me chillin', counting bricks and kittens that wanna stick my dick inside their mittens and give it a flick. Cause I'm on pills and shit. Feels like a tick is gonna get me if I don't get sick. I'll be surprised. Cause every time I open wide to provide that next style, sometimes I glide, sometimes I hide, sometimes I'm in flight, sometimes I die, sometimes I collide right into my pride. Sometimes the fright is enough to ignite a flame inside that won't die. Sometimes I sigh. Sometimes I ask God why. And then I ask my angel on my shoulder to open her wings and fly and bring me back any lie that tried to get on my best side. And then she cries and brings them all alive. And then the devil on my other shoulder pries them open and fills them with lice, maybe even cold ice that drips all the way down their spine. And then I call it a night, and we all sleep tight. No need to say yikes when I catch 'em high. Soon they'll be saying bye-bye, 'cause I don't got time for the hype of something that ain't right. In my mind, I have no switch for a light. I have to provide my own might to get my kite in the sky. So I won't dry out. I have to try out as a night owl. And then I drive to the ocean, the beach and the coast is chosen as my destination. Elvis Presley wasn't Satan, but he's still settling for his abrasions to come meddling in his basement. They say his grave will never save the day like he did when he played guitar on the stage. And he sang, and he had a twang, and his range was deeply proclaimed. And he was set for fame, but he died all the same. It's so lame. It makes me cave in and become a slave to the new day and age where music gets played for no pay, 'cause it's better than being caged with all my rage of never making it into the day that people rave about and get in a crowd and say aloud the name that makes them proud. F you in orbit, better than sorbet, better than Norbit, better than horse legs, better than adjourned mess, better than porridge. F you in orbit. Sex you and then ignore it. Accept you, my Lord in heaven. My gestures to you are from my core and my chest. I measure up to you because you haven't bored me yet. I don't know who George Floyd is. Yeah, I'll show you my feet. How do my feet look? Thanks for telling me I have cute feet and that they're perfect. Thanks, George Giggler. I am very honored to receive your opinion on my feet. Why don't I become a foot model? I have amazing feet. I think that would take a lot of negotiating. Like, I'd want top dollar on my feet, and I don't think they really offer that sort of thing. It would probably just be average pay, no matter who photographs my feet and put them in a magazine or whatever. Like, it's not like they're going to be on a poster, just me and my feet, so. And they'll probably have me wearing some sort of socks or shoes. And it would be nice. It would bring an extra income, but I don't even know how to start doing that or where to look to get involved in that. Yeah, you can email me and we can talk more. Close the door, open the drawer, grab the cores, get drunk until you've ran out and have to head to the store, then buy some more, then pick up a whore, put it in her core. She'll be squealing like a boar. I don't care if she's poor. She's getting paid tonight for me to explore the depths of her body. And you know I'm gonna roar inside that shit till she's torn. And then she's gonna have to have a baby that's born to the gore of having a mother who can't support her young at all because she is totally worn out like a floor that needs detailing, but my meat's trailing her into her panties, and I'm railing her beefy vagina. And then I say, "Hail to thee." The moon is a magical crystal. That's why all the wishes fall on her drifting drawl through the night, getting pissed at all who miss her until she's gone. She risks looking like a doll just so people will click their camera and take a photograph. Her motives are to last as a romantic hoe addict. Her road is fantastic. She just floats and gets at it. She's like, whoa, so tragic. She reminds me of the floating of the Titanic until they hit a boulder. Then they get frantic. It was actually a glacier. I better make sure that I don't place her in the Fraser show, because that shit ain't even funny. It sends me running in the opposite direction, hopping toward a jester that tops his game when he festers, doing a glob of cocaine. He never rests, sir, and he's hobbling for his fame, and he's Mexican. You heard? He brings sloppy, lame textures to the dropping of his name. He's already hexed and a blur, but he's got a hobby to bring the rain, like Chester brings mozzarella to the game. It's perplexing to my nerves. He's jobless. But his name rang in gestures. He'd rather rob the king because he's got vectors of dollars and change. And he's a heckler. The queen slobs on his knob in vain. Until his rectum hurts. Then she's on it with her dildo that vibrates. And she flexes then stirs. That obtuse thing. Down his neck, and it splurges. Okay, I read your email, and I would have had an OnlyFans by now if I had an ID, and I don't have an ID, so I can't make an OnlyFans. And I'm not against making content other than feet, because it would bring in more subscribers and money. But I'm definitely not making a whole OnlyFans just to show my feet, because that's not gonna be very interesting. And I really don't want to make an Instagram for just my feet either. So I'm gonna have to say no to all of that. My main man sent me roses and doses. He remained my fan even after hoaxes and clones, bitch. He's sane in the head, and he wrote me a poem, sis. With rain on my brain and on my hands, I was Moses the closest to an angel who's glam, because that eroded the chosen. Babe in the sand, with my motives and growth, bitch. Got fame in the stands, 'cause I'm always joking and poking. My entertainment goes ham, and they're jonesing for more of it. Stay in your lane with my lamb. I know you wanted to be the one who drove it to my tone, bitch. You think you'll claim my whole hand, but I'm soaking in gold, bitch. They wanna wail on my fam, but the hoes keep on glowing. They wanna tame what I pan out for the woke ones with yo-yos. They stay in the land. They throw it and hone it. You wanna play with my plans, but the yolk always gets blown to bits. I've been gaining so much jam, but their toes have eroded it. They wanna blame my man for why I mow over the bones of bitches. But I'll say they're just trash. And my dome has shown it. They wanna rail my yams, but my friends would rather have me flown over oceans.
A dictator without elections. Zelensky better move fast or he's not going to the country like.
I know how brave my clam is, but those chodes will never open my brand name.
When I got here, one of the first calls I made was President Putin. And we were treating
That takes tokens, not votes, kid.
It's been reported that call was extensive, talked for 90 minutes. But is Putin on the same page as Trump? The Russian president actually just tonight, in an interview very late on Russian television, said that he and Trump have not actually discussed ending the war in Ukraine. Here's how he put it.
In the phone conversation, by the way, and during the meeting in Riyadh, of course we touched upon issues related to the Ukrainian crisis, but it wasn't discussed in its essence. We only agreed that we would address this matter.
Only agreed they would address this matter. Sort of a vague, rhetorical dance. Not saying he's prepared to end the war imminently, as of course Trump has said he hopes is the case. Trump today was not just
Okay, well, if you want to send me money for pictures, I'd definitely be down. That's right around how I bring a crowd. But I need them pounds of dough to show you mo, so I can row my boat ashore and not be poor. I'll be accepting Cash App and PayPal. That's where it's happening. So pay now. And then I'll get some photographs sent to your IG DMs. But I need the cake first, of course. So if you're down, I'll give you my Cash App name and my PayPal name, and you can send over some money, and then I'll slay in front of the frame. Hey, Special Flake.
Russia now accounts for close to zero of revenue for American businesses, well under 1%, close to zero. So if Trump keeps his word and opens up what his administration is calling potentially historic economic.
Thanks, Special Flake.
He's saving Putin. It is what it is. And that's just like he did today when the Trump administration decided.
I'm definitely not making an Instagram that shows just my feet. I just said that. I'll reply to your email.
Resolution that overwhelmingly passed, thanks in part to America's allies. The very same allies who were in Ukraine today on the anniversary of Putin's invasion. Jeff Zeleny is out front to begin our coverage tonight live at the White House. Nick Clayton-Walsh is in Kyiv this evening. I want to begin, though, with Jeff Zeleny. And Jeff, President Trump refusing to call Putin a dictator, despite repeatedly calling Zelensky one. It's a very clear signal. He obviously knows that it is a signal that he is moving the U.S. closer towards Russia and away from Ukraine.
There's no question that it's one of the reasons that Emmanuel Macron spent so much time here today, Aaron, starting in the Oval Office at 8 o'clock this morning, sitting right at the desk there with the American president for that G7 meeting of world leaders, a virtual meeting, spend a couple hours, return for a long lunch meeting, and then again in the Eastern this afternoon, making the case that there is a strong alliance through repeated handshakes between these two leaders. Yes, there was friendship, but the deep divide was also very, very clear. But one thing Macron was trying to do, obviously, was get security guarantees. It's something that the American president, Donald Trump, did not offer. He was uncharacteristically quiet in that news conference in the Eastern this afternoon, allowing Macron to do much more of the talking about the security guarantees, about the threat, but it is that UN security vote that you mentioned there, U.S. siding with Russia, North Korea, and Belarus, that perhaps spoke volumes. That was the action.
Okay, I just replied to your email.
The president said that he believes the war in Ukraine may be weeks away from ending. He said he would like to be with Vladimir Putin, but it's unclear exactly.
It's gruesome news, sir. I hear it every day on the tube, sir. Just gotta remove some of the blurbs that they think is too absurd because I grew to learn, but they want to sue me in the burbs because they're like telling me I'm goo compared to the slurs that they get Nicki Minaj and her boobs to stir up, and she's booming through the speakers, and she thinks she do it like a perv, and I knew it since she served up her booty in those thongs. They say it's wrong, but I get along with all of the stuff she buys from the mall. I think she really ballin' and she a doll, but I have to say that I don't want to pay for her to relay the messages that I created in just another way. She think her voice slay. She thinks she bae. She thinks she gay for the misses that want to play with her pussy all day. But she's got a husband now, and it takes a dozen thou just to become her pal. And she's rough around the edges, that's how. She wants to grunt and prowl while I hunt down all the pronouns that make me get a good sound and that astound the crowds. She's such a clown. She makes me frown. She wears a gown to the Met Gala, but she really put on the pounds. So they all say aloud that they've had enough of her proud stance on the ground. And they all say ciao, and she thinks it's time to eat. But really they're saying this time has met completion. I no longer need you dying at my feet. You're such a geek. You think you yeet all these boys, but really they don't even have hard meat because you wound up with a freak in the sheets, and that wants to beat up all your secrets that you pass on to your guys when they try to get your ass in a thong. And then you want them to give you some noggin, and they want you to flaunt it, but your jaws hit the floor, and she hits the gong, and then you split. Because you know you'll be out on bond if you try to get with it, because it makes her vomit instead of spit when you bring the gauntlet to her lips, because she thinks she's already got it in her hips to launch a dick into the frontal flip among the gimps, because they didn't provide a ring like her king did. Instead, you all hid and acted like flicking her bean wasn't above mid. And I don't blame you, because this shit's rigged for her to win, and no one digs her. They'd rather smoke a cig, and they know she wears wigs. And she's got a twig stuck up her clit. And you can tell by the way she sits. She's such a bitch. What a nig. What a pig. She thinks she big. But she ain't even a gig anymore. Her gang says she's part of a s'mores. She's the chocolate, and her boyfriend's the graham cracker, and the jizz is the marshmallow. It's harsh for a fellow that wants to dart and let her go, but then she'll be on the market for a better hoe, and you would rather marvel at what you started in her bones, in what you jargled in her dome. And she just wants to gargle your bone. 'Cause you're a jerk.